Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 2, Episode 4 of The Last of Us. Last we saw, what was the name of the episode? It was Future Days, then Through the Valley, The Path. I did know that, The Path. Because immediately after I had watched this episode, I went and watched either Warehouse 13 or Leverage. It had to be Warehouse 13. And Henry from Eureka was in it, and he was following a path. And literally, I'm like, oh my god, the episode was just called The Path. Totally irrelevant to what we're dealing with The Last of Us. We had an episode where we made it to Seattle. As you can see, this is episode 4. It is starting out 2018 Seattle. But that is what we're about to see. What we just saw was Dina and Ellie make it to Seattle. We had a nice little view. We had a guy up top watching everything, but he didn't appear to see them. He said, move out, because people were like, yep, we're about to go from like A to B. And he was supposed to give him the okay, and he did, but he didn't see Ellie and Dina clearly. I mean, they are one group of girls on one horse, but I feel like shit is so boring and mundane at that point. I mean, like I said, it's hard to see one person, and I could judge all I want, but I feel like that guy should be more in his game. He didn't even seem like he was trying. It's probably boring. He probably sees a whole lot of nothing all day long. But this is when we need you most. We had the same thing happen when they were beating Joel to death. Ellie just got right in. I recently watched the scene from the game because I watched it with somebody else. Somebody was like, watch how it happened in the game. So I watched how it happened in the game. Very similar to what happened in the show, except it was Tommy instead of Dina. And they beat the ever-loving crap out of Joel, but the same thing happened with Ellie. Ellie snuck in and did the exact same thing, had like the gun drawn and went in the door, and the guy disarmed her, and even the slice happened, and they held her and pinned her down. The only thing was the club didn't stick in Joel's neck. It was like he got cracked one last time. That did him in, I guess. But these people don't really watch very well, considering the numbers and the power they have. Like, they have tons of guns, tons of ammo, tanks, Hummers, people. They're not very good at looking out for each other's backs, though. So at the end, the last shot we saw was them riding in. And like I said, they had Hummers. They had giant, what do you call those? Like, I call them Gatling guns, but like, I don't know what you'd call that, where it was mounted on top of the tanks and the Hummers. I think the Hummers had them too. But they had some crazy firepower. Like, those look like 50 cal guns. They can rip through buildings and all sorts of stuff. And we saw there was this group of people, these people that were using whistles to communicate, carved up on their faces, like had giant marks. Even the children were like scarred up on their cheeks, looked like they were keeping to themselves. They had hammers. They were trying to act like religious fanatics, so to speak. And they warned each other somebody was on the path. And then they all got taken out, like ambushed, massacred, everyone dead, including children. Ellie and Dina found them. Dina vomiting because she said it was so traumatic a scene, but I don't buy that. I think Dina's probably seen just as bad, if not worse. I mean, our whole town just got massacred. We saw lots of death. Dina has had to see some serious shit. I'm thinking she might be pregnant. Dina even said herself, why did I puke? I never puke. I don't know why I did that. Well, I know why you did it. You probably got pregnant because they made it a point for her to say that while Ellie was getting better, she did go back to Jesse, and I'm sure they were hooking up. So my guess is it's a very strong chance that Dina could be pregnant. And let's just jump in. We'll talk more at the end. You want to see more of what I do? In the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of The Last of Us Season 1 and 2 in full. You want your own requested show or movie? Go to the link. Ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level. I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. Finish with Eureka and Cobra Kai's final seasons. We just finished Severance and Yellow Jackets new seasons. Also doing Once Upon a Time, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Leverage, and Warehouse 13. Sherlock and Schitt's Creek also started. Thousands of other movies and shows full on edited. Check it out. If not, Season 2, Episode 4, The Last of Us.
I call for backup. Guess who shows up?
Greenberg!
You fucking perverts are out here jerking off and splooging on my street! And that's when the guy decides to open his mouth anyway and goes, well, actually, the word disseminate. Boom! Greenberg slams his fucking head against the wall. There goes his teeth.
Hey!
Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
This is probably how we run into the voters. The voters, I'm assuming, are the people that are scarred.
I'm gonna go talk to them. Alone.
The protocol.
Protocol is to obey your commanding officer, period.
Well, I can't imagine that Bernard dies.
You wanna die?
They got an actor like this to pop up. I mean, they're walking up on him like they have no fear. And they have no weapons, it looks like. Oh my god, it's her. I love her. I didn't know she was in this.
You Isaac?
I love her. She's been in shit since Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh God! He saved his life. Oh my God! He saved the new guy because the new guy was too green.
Welcome to the fight.
Now make your choice.
Yeah, make your choice. He seemed like a good dude. You could see in his face, you could see the new guy didn't seem like he liked what was going on. 11 years later.
You reckon a yeast infection?
Watch, she's gonna find pregnancy tests. What do we got?
Hey, I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, say I'm gonna pee.
Give me a minute.
Gotta be, 100%. The fact that they're not showing us. Last episode, the second she puked, they made it a point for her to say, yeah, I was hooking up with Jesse for a while when you were getting better. Look, now she's acting weird.
Yeah.
She definitely just found out she's pregnant.
All right, hit it.
I thought they'd let it lie for like an episode or two to throw us off. I'm surprised they didn't try to clean this tank up, like the Wolf team. So loud, so loud. My God. The Wolf, they don't try to hide themselves.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I mean, that was a loud bang. I'm surprised nobody, I mean, what are you going to do with guitars in the apocalypse? The only untouched moldy guitar in the place. Brand new in the box. The only one I could see that isn't destroyed by the elements.
I don't know.
Aha. But just say it anyway. I dig it. It's a nice version of Take Me On. She's got a very good voice. Take On Me was an 80s
You got him
song.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm willing to guess there's a good chance Dina never heard that song. Is this Bernard? Oh, there he is.
You know,
11 years
When
later.
I was a younger man and I wanted to impress a woman, is cook for them.
I think he's tortured somebody.
And I was good. And I was right.
Hear the chains?
Just not how I planned.
There's definitely chains rattling around. He's going to use these pans to
Strange
heat up. Watch, he's going to heat it up.
And copper's a bit of a pain in the ass. You have to polish it a lot, but it heats faster than anything.
For interrogation.
If you own Moviel, you use Moviel. You know, there are even scars who don't believe she's
That's
some
way
magic
worse than I
fairy in the
thought.
sky.
I didn't think he was
Some of
naked
you
or
actually
tortured.
understand she was just a person. Hold out your hand.
My soul, she watches over me. She fills my
Jesus.
soul.
You lunatics have bolt-action rifles, bows and arrows, and superstition.
Every day, Wolf.
He's playing a numbers game.
To take the holy mortification, and none of us ever leave.
I
No
will
one ever
burn
becomes a wolf,
every part
but
of
every
you.
day
You
wolf
tell me
becomes
what I
a
want to
star.
know!
And he's ready to go. He's just like, all right, here's my other hand. You don't even got to ask. That's crazy to me, though. That's crazy. Up. Oh, that's the guy from the 11 years ago.
Fucking animal.
I guess after 11 years of insanity,
It's fine.
you're just going
Always.
to become cold-blooded. Oh, my God, look at that. There's a lot of arrows in that man. That guy is not having a good day. Oh, my God. That's their intestines. I was going to say that one, I didn't know if it was all of them. I thought it was maybe just the first guy because I was trying to get a good look. Nope.
Aren't any of them either.
Feel her love. They keep talking about this. I'm thinking it was her.
Woods. They did this.
Now fan the fuck out!
Oh, someone's gonna make a noise. Someone is making a noise. They made a loud ass noise on the tank before. It is really dark. They have the advantage of having it be like nighttime. Oh, and she's doing the jujitsu thing. Oh my God, now we need to move. Up until that point, we actually had like an out. We could say like, we're not here to hurt you. Can't even get in there. Oh my God, they could crawl through.
We can fit. They can't.
Because even if they're like crawling through, they can literally shoot their gun through the hole.
They're in the transit tunnel. Circle to the south entrance.
They're in the transit tunnel. Pitch black, raining. See, this is bad all around. Like in the beginning, I was thinking, worst case scenario, we get caught. Getting louder and closer. And there's a lot. Oh, they're coming this way. They are coming this way. We're not just running from smart people. We're running from infected. Yeah, like, this is not good. We're trapped in a sideways rail car. This is horrifying. This is awesome as hell. Train to train. Oh my god, like there's like nowhere to go. Oh, that's pretty strong. Alright, it's pretty strong. They're gonna go over it. Oh. Ellie blocked it with her hand. Ellie literally blocked the bite with her hand. They're blocking themselves in. Yeah, Dina's gonna think you're dead. But you're not. What if Dina just shot her in the head without talking to her? I know that's not gonna happen. Yeah, see, like, Dina's like, why aren't you even worried? That's what I'm talking about. What if she thinks, yeah, you're immune? Like, I'm believing that. Dina's gonna say, like, I gotta kill you. You're bit. Like, this is our rule. Like, these are the rules. There she is. Yeah, Dina's gonna be like, I gotta kill you. I'm surprised Ellie didn't immediately go, I'm immune.
Okay, I know you're scared.
Please don't.
But I need you to understand something.
Please don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Wait!
You need to talk quicker. Be like, immune.
I'm immune.
There you go. There you go.
I can't get
like,
infected.
Jesus, I'm getting chills because, like, that's crazy.
I get it. I wouldn't believe me.
Yeah,
either.
people are gonna think you're saying that so I don't kill you.
You're gonna sit as far away from me as you want, and you're gonna keep that gun pointed on me. If I turn, shoot me, but I promise.
Now it's like, if you're telling the truth, you've been lying to the town the entire time. The next thing I'm waiting for is, once she believes you, now she's gonna be like, thanks for trusting me. There's other ways you can also prove this. You're like the most important person in the world, literally. I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
There you go. So now we have all our secrets out. That was Dina's way. My secret's better than yours. You just told someone you're pregnant, and then you start wildly hooking up with them? Not how I saw this going after someone saying I'm pregnant. She's like, I am the chosen one. And Dina's like, I am pregnant. They're like, time to bang.
Wait, no. Morning breath.
Morning breath.
Gross. Hold on.
I'm like that too. I was like literally just talking to Lauren about this. The first thing you should do in the morning is wake up, brush your teeth, do your thing. I love that was their method of not having morning breath. Like, where is all the wolves? Like, 4 or 5 wolves were just massacred. Well, now Dina is extremely important too because she's pregnant.
I knew how you felt about me.
Yeah, like we kind of ran through this.
Really well. I told my mother I like boys and I like girls. And she said, no, you like boys.
See, this is one of those things, though, now it's, like, too happy and nice, and, like, things are too perfect.
I started wondering, after we saw the bodies in the forest, I knew morning sickness was a thing, and I was late, which I've never been regular, but I was very late.
I was gonna say...
And here's a couple more.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, there is the ability where they could be false, but
Baby.
that's a lot of them. We're having a baby.
We and also, I guess,
Jesse.
I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad. I'm still shocked that so much time has went by without reinforcements coming. Oh, there is like a legit mini war going on in the center of town. Look at all the gunfire. And that's spread out. You see one explosion over here. There's like explosions happening quarter miles apart.
That's Lake Hill.
Well, maybe that's why reinforcements didn't come. It looks like they're literally having a full-scale mini war over there.
You don't have to go. You can stay here.
Fuck you.
Dina's
I'm
like,
not staying.
are you serious? That's literally what I was saying in the building. Things are totally different now. Is it worth the risk? Originally, it was just like 2 friends going out seeking revenge for Joel, which means now Ellie has something new that she could lose, like Joel. All right, everybody, that is it for episode 4 of season 2, The Last of Us. This was called Day 1 of being in Seattle. Lots happened. In all honesty, great episode. We had this whole chase scene with the people, like from the minute we walked into the facility where the 5 dudes were hanging with their intestines coming out. Before we saw them, Guy shot 5 arrows in his torso. We saw Isaac, who is Bernard from Westworld, in the beginning of the episode, was clearly the higher up. He was the guy in charge. He's like, you listen to your commanding officer. I am the commanding officer. It was 2018, 11 years ago from where we are now, which is 2029, obviously. 5-year jump from 2024. That is when the show started. I was trying to do the timeline, so that is exactly where we're at. Isaac makes a deal with Alana, I can't remember how to pronounce her name, but Alana Ubach. She was the mother in Euphoria. We looked it up. She makes a deal with him. We didn't see her again, though. She's got to pop back up again because she's too well-known of an actress to just pop up as the woman who made a deal with Isaac. So she's like, we got a deal? He throws bombs, grenades into the tank, shuts the doors, blows up, kills everybody. The guy driving actually rolls out still alive. He shoots him in cold blood. He then tells the guy that he got out, because the guy that got out was obviously fresh. He was like a new person. He didn't understand things. He was asking questions. Isaac's like, now you make a choice. Did you want to be like those people, or do you want to be with me and have an uprising? On top of which, if you choose the other side, I'm going to kill you right now, most likely. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be like, oh, you want to choose the other side? Well, have fun. Take care. He's going to kill that guy. So that guy really has no choice. And if I'm not mistaken, he was the guy who was standing guard when Isaac, 11 years later, was torturing the crap out of the Scars guy. It looked like the same dude. I'm willing to bet. And they were trying to show how much he changed, is what my guess is, because in the beginning he was like a nice person and now he's just like dead inside and just is used to Isaac's behavior. Isaac torturing the shit out of this guy. As soon as I saw the copper pots, I'm like, yeah, they get hot quick. He's gonna use them to torture the guy. Sure enough, guy is butt naked. He is torturing the living shit out of him. Gets no answers, which also shows me that the Scars, not only are they like religious fanatics that are talking about this prophet, so to speak, which I think is Ellie. I thought that day one, like last episode when we were introduced to them, I'm like, these people got to be talking about Ellie. They keep saying she. They're talking like there is this chosen one who is a prophet who's going to save the world. I'm guessing rumors have spread about Ellie being immune, and it has become like some fictional tale of this prophet, like a Jesus Christ kind of thing, who is going to rise from the dead and save the world. And it would kind of make sense that it would be Ellie, because she is probably the most important person in the world. That's what I was saying at the end there. When Dina is ready to shoot her, the first thing I thought was, we are trained. We saw this 2 episodes ago in town. When people were dying and getting bit, they were like, here's my gun, take me out. No chances taken here. Because you, by lying and by not being honest, you are going to kill more people you care about in your town, maybe people that are actually in your own family, stuff like that. So they immediately submit. They're like, oh, I'm bit, take me out. Dina is ready to do it. Dina is thinking, Ellie, I know what this means. We have like minutes before you possibly turn, and then I'm gonna have to fight you, so I gotta shoot you in the head. Dina pulls the gun, is like, I know what this means. Don't even talk. I mean, I get it. I get it at that point. Like, we have secrets. Tommy, Joel, and her were the only ones that knew. Joel is dead now, so it's basically her and Tommy. Like, I don't know if we know beyond that. Like, Maria, I'm pretty sure we've confirmed that Maria doesn't know, unless Tommy told her on the side and was like, shh, don't tell anybody. But, like, this is like a very well-kept secret, and now Dina's part of it. Dina didn't believe it, which I don't blame her. But, like, that's kind of crappy if you think about it, like, long-term, because for Dina to not believe it means that she thinks that Ellie would put her in danger by not being honest. Like, if Ellie was lying just to stay alive, then she would be willing to risk Dina's life, which would make me think, like, you're a piece of shit. But, like, we know the truth. We know the truth is she can't. But now we have to deal with the problem of Dina being like, you didn't trust me, and nobody in town knew about this. You have been the secret the whole time to saving humanity, and we're all just, like, hanging out with you in a friggin' town that's all boarded up, like a community, and not doing anything about possibly making some sort of vaccine or cure. Now, we know back in season 1, they were like, the only way we could get a vaccine out of this girl is we kill her. So, like, I mean, we still could try other things, maybe. I don't know. But Dina got over it pretty quick. She's like, oh, you got secrets? I got secrets. I'm actually pregnant. It's Jesse's baby. Everybody immediately is like, this is awesome. We're going to be a happy family. She literally says, Ellie says, I'm going to be a dad. Like there was like a second where like we all thought about it, and then we're like, oh, we all have secrets. Now we're all out on the table. Like, everyone's being honest, and I'm going to be a dad. And like Jesse is going to be part of our trio of parents, I guess. Like, the way they just immediately accepted and everything was cool It was a little fast, but I guess we got bigger fish to worry about, aka I don't know how. Like, I mean, the only thing I can think of is at the end there, we see there is like a mini war going on. I got to assume that's the Scars and the Wolves, because that's what Isaac was trying to interrogate out of the guy in the beginning with information. So there's a mini war going on. That would explain why reinforcements weren't sent, because the first thing I'm thinking is you found 5 of your people strung up, intestines hanging out, one guy shot with 5 arrows in the chest. Now you're chasing 2 people because Ellie did strangle one of them and Dina shot one in the head. So now you are currently running down 2 people who just killed another one of your people. And then all of a sudden you throw some flares and the entire infected community is after you again. I'm thinking, why wouldn't they have sent tanks and stuff like that to annihilate the infected and to check the perimeter? Because at the very least, you know that that your people were chasing real people. So it's infected and real people. Now they're probably assuming it's the Scars, and now we see there is a mini war going on down in the center of the city where we have to go. So they're probably thinking, all right, yeah, it's the Scars. What are we going to do? Send reinforcements up there? All of them are already dead. They're not responding. And we have our own mini war going on, which is involving the same people. So why even bother splitting our numbers up, blah, 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 blah. But phenomenal episode. The chase through the trains, that was awesome. Like every now and then you see something you don't usually see. And I've seen so many movies and stuff like this with like post-apocalyptic worlds and infected and zombies and stuff like that. It's rare for you to see something different. And I don't think I've seen that before. I mean, Train to Busan had like the zombie type effect in a train, but this was like an abandoned train in a tunnel, flipped upside down and on its side, and like we're running from hundreds of infected that are coming from every which way, real people with heavy firepower that are coming after us, and we don't even know where the hell we are or where we're going, and it's pitch black. It's like the worst scenario ever. But I'm gonna go edit this up. You guys tell me what you think. You want to see more of what I do? In the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of The Last of Us season 1 and 2 in full unedited. You want your own requested show movie, go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level. I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Eureka, and Cobra Kai's final seasons just ended. Severance and Yellow Jackets' new seasons are over. We're also doing Once Upon a Time, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Warehouse 13, and Leverage. Thousands of other movies and shows fall unedited. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.